guys, it's Athena. Long time no video. This is my video for the letter E in this year's YouTube Pagan Challenge Alphabet Edition. I decided to focus on E is for Earth, ecology, and environment. Also, I made some of my random notes so I can hopefully not forget some of what I wanted to talk about. So I don't know what it is about this time of year, but it seems that I get really obsessed all over again with ways that I can do better in my everyday life as far as taking care of the earth and being a lot more environmentally conscious. I thought it was funny that this week, which has been a week full of that, was also the week that Facebook reminded me that 1 year ago I posted a video about waste, garbage, and shopping at stores where you brought your own containers. It's just interesting. That was a year ago, and this week I've spent the whole week learning about ways I can further my efforts. I will say that the book I read this week, available on Audible, so that I listened to, is Zero Waste Home. I think it came out, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6 years ago. The author is French, and her first name is Bea, but it's spelled like we would say B-E-A. And I'm blanking on her last name right now, but I will make sure I link that information below. I didn't write it down, but it is available on Audible. I left a review on Audible about it that I love the content, I love the book. I'm going to probably just go ahead and get the physical copy of it because she gives recipes and how-tos, and I can't get that through listening. It's annoying. I will say towards the end of the book, there are some weird editing issues, and the narrator is not the author. The way she says a few words annoys me, and yeah, I'm a total hypocrite because listen to me with my southern twang. So let's move on, shall we? So I want to give you some ideas of things you can do to be a little bit more environmentally conscious. Things that I'm doing to up my game. I will say for at least 10 years, more than 10 years, it's probably more like 12, 15 years, I've used reusable bags. I've used the same bags. The company is Baggu, B-A-G-G-U, and the bags they sell are small enough that they can be folded and kept in a purse, and strong enough and large enough that I can usually have a whole giant cart of groceries fit in 3 to 4 of those bags, which is impressive. They can be laundered, which is a good thing, and they're great. So that's old school. I've been doing that forever. I've also been using the same cloth napkins and towels for a good 10, 12, 15 years. So I haven't bought paper napkins or paper towels or used plastic bags from the stores or even paper bags. I feel like that's a great place to start if you are just waking up to trying this out and living a little more green. The other big one, if you do nothing, do these 2 things, please. This will be my call out to all people, especially anyone who claims to love the earth. Do not buy another water bottle, disposable water bottle. They're not really disposable. Yes, you can take them out of your own line of sight, but that doesn't mean they're gone. Or accept any more plastic bags from any stores. Please. Please make those 2 changes. If that's all you do, that will be a gigantic help. I'm going to tell you how I've been trying to take it further past a lot of that stuff. I've been watching Arwen's videos forever, and she always has a mason jar, and she drinks out of her mason jar, and she always makes some kind of little like redneck joke or something, maybe not redneck, I don't know. But I actually think it's amazing and it's a great idea, and I decided 6 months or more to use all the mason jars I've been saving from spaghetti sauce I buy at Trader Joe's. There's this spaghetti sauce, it's like vodka something, and it's fantastic. It comes in a real legit mason jar with the lines and markings on the side. I've been keeping those forever because I figure I might want to reuse them, and even though things are recyclable, it takes a lot of energy, and it is a little detrimental for things to be recycled when you could skip the recycling part altogether. So I've been keeping them. It's actually so convenient and they're cute. I have tons in my cabinet now. I've got large ones and I have small ones. I usually give a smaller one to Poochie. I've got my juice in this one, and it's awesome because if you don't drink all of your juice, this is from yesterday, I had it full and then it was bedtime and I was like, put a top on it, stick it in the fridge. It's nice. It's, I don't know, it keeps it fresher. It's convenient to take with you somewhere. Easy little thing. If you have mason jars already, I'm not saying go out and buy any. I'm saying if you have that, this is a wonderful part of being more environmental and ecological, is to reuse what you already have rather than discard or recycle it or any of that stuff. I still drink coffee. I have no intentions of ever giving up my coffee, but I'm trying to make it a little greener. I bought a reusable coffee filter so I don't have to do the paper ones. True, the paper ones can be composted and etc., but this is better. This doesn't need any kind of taken care of. I just use it every day. I need sweetener for mine, and I try to be healthy, so I don't use a whole lot of sugar, but I also don't want packets of anything. That makes me stressed when I see tons of packets of sweetener. This I found at Trader Joe's, and I've been using this for years, liquid stevia. I reuse these bottles. These bottles are expensive if you go out and buy them brand new, but if you use it up, you just soak this in some water, these labels pop right off. You can boil it to sanitize it or run it through the dishwasher. I mean, if you're going to like use it for a product, especially if you were ever planning on selling the product, I would definitely sanitize it really good. I don't sell products, but I feel like a good running it through the dishwasher or whatever, I feel like that suffices. This is a greener way to sweeten that coffee that is not an option in my life. I have to have. I drink a lot of hot tea, and I've been a little bad with that because I just buy the boxes with the tea bags in it. And as soon as I use up what I have, I'm going to actually use these things I bought. I have these. I think I got this at World Market. This is a little tea strainer doohickey to put your tea bag or tea leaves in. Open it up. They go in. Here's something cool. Wah! That's not cool. It has like a little plunger thing so you can kind of squeeze the goodness, get as much of the leaf magic as possible. But you put it in there, you close it, and you put it in your tea and let it steep. Okay? So when all my tea bags are all gone, I'm not buying that anymore. I was very sad that some of the ones I've bought from, I'm talking about Trader Joe's again, they are bagged individually in plastic, which I hate. When I realized that, I stopped buying those flavors or those teas, and I stick more with the ones that have paper packaging, but still, the less you have to make waste, the better. So I have this one, and then I have this one. This one, I don't remember where I got it, probably Whole Foods or something. It doesn't work quite as well. I feel like some of the leaves kind of escape, but then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing because you could do a little tea leaf reading if for whatever, almost the equivalent of when you're shuffling your tarot cards and one jumps out, you know, oh, that means something. Maybe if the leaves leak out, I need to see if I can make some sense out of it. I'm not really a tea leaf reader though, so those are some easy, quick little easy things. Now, wait till I get to the more exciting things, because most of that stuff I've been doing for a while. That's not new. What is new is I've found a girl on YouTube, a woman. She's not a girl, she's an adult. You might have heard of her. She's been putting out videos and she's been featured on like national news a few times, or at least morning show type things. And she has been living a life where she makes zero trash or waste. And she has every piece of waste or garbage that she couldn't get rid of through recycling or composting or whatever. Everything she has is in this size jar for 4+ years. And it's things you wouldn't even think about, like stickers off of fruit, you know. Try to buy fruit without the stickers on it. I can't wait till our farmer's market opens back up. I always went, you know, a couple times a month, maybe every other week, but the farmer's market's going to be my go-to this year. I'm going to take it from just buying fruits and vegetables to eggs, possibly meat, all that stuff that can be packaged better. I don't want to keep having to buy things that come in packages. But anyway, I will link her below also. I should have written it down. I took all these notes and I didn't write down the names of the people. I will say she is really cute and inspiring. She has a couple tutorial videos. I will link 2 of them below. The making your own deodorant video and making your own toothpaste. And I am shocked by how effective the deodorant recipe is that she left. I made some last week. I used it the whole week at school. I didn't stink not once. Seriously, y'all. And true, I'm not like at the gym. I know that if I was working out or running or something, it would have you know, the deodorant would have a blowout or whatever, but that's okay. If I'm actually sweating like that, I mean, I'm going to shower immediately anyway. But it withstood better a day at school than some of the organic, healthier versions that are on the market. I've tried probably 5 different brands and I've never found one I love. I cannot believe the stuff I made works better than all that. I didn't expect that. I really didn't. So that's definitely below. You definitely want to look into that. I put it in a plastic container I already had, so I'm using this plastic container. This will be the one I always use for this, but it's like, and mine smells fantastic. Once you make it, you have to like smear it on, but mine smells amazing. You can make it smell like whatever you want. Mine has like a yummy, almost smells like a cinnamon bun. It really does. I smell, well, because you know, that's a smell that men, they say, like when you smell like cinnamon rolls or something. So yeah, I do. And the toothpaste, I made that. It seems to be pretty good also. I mean, it's toothpaste, so it's not like hours later I'm like, I still can tell it's working, you know. And I put it in, I have a bigger container I made it in, and then I put a small amount in. This was a jar from Trader Joe's. It had jellies, like different kinds of jellies, and I bought them specifically for these containers. I knew these were the perfect size. They're glass, of course, nice little lid. This would be easy for packing. I don't know about flying on an airplane, but this would probably get through. But if not on the carry-on, obviously you can check it. Another new thing that one of the zero waste people recommended, I tried, and I'm going to tell you, you need to be careful with this if you try it. A reusable razor. Now, you still have to replace the blades, but I think they're recyclable. I remember my grandfather having one of these, but this is one that if you twist the bottom, it opens. Like, wait, look at this. Oh, and then you just carefully pick up the razor, drop it out, put the new one in. So, one of the videos recommended be really careful when you're first learning how to use these. So I usually shave in the shower, just wham bam, but I purposely tried it in the tub after, you know, 10 minutes or so to get everything soft. And I used, I don't buy shaving cream. I use like a hair conditioner that I had gotten free somewhere to kind of make it lubricated. I focused really well on the first leg, but I was also listening to a podcast, and by the second leg, I forgot to be careful. Man, I sliced the fuck out of my leg. I'm just going to tell you. I'm not going to show you, but across the shin area where there's not a lot of thick skin there, I was like, whoosh, did it like I normally do, and I have, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a little constellation of 7 cuts going in a line, and they bled for a long time. So saying definitely use those. Go slow, because obviously it makes sense if you have practiced for a while, you're going to get better at it. I did not go anywhere near any delicate areas, pets, anywhere, because, yeah, nobody needs to be all sliced up. I'm going to get used to it before I venture in scarier regions. There is a store in New York, which I ordered from. I ordered from New York because I figured it was pretty close to where I live. I'm only 2 or 3 hours away from there. So I didn't want, because I don't want to order things from California and be like, I'm going to get an earth-friendly thing that has to be shipped across the country. Yeah. I was so pleased by this. Bought it from the Package Free store. And that is the store created by the lovely woman who did the tutorials for the deodorant and the toothpaste. I'll cover up my name, but this is incredible. Look at how it was shipped. Paper tape, paper. This is on paper. It's not like every other thing you ever order where it's a plastic sticker or where they tape it down with cellophane or whatever. It's like everything's paper. You open it, there's no plastic inside it, which was wonderful. There was a piece of paper, and I bought my razor from there. I bought 2 toothbrushes, one for me, one for Poochie. They're bamboo toothbrushes, which can be composted. And even the bristles there, the bristles aren't plastic, they're made from plant fibers. I think you still have to remove them though, and maybe find a place where you can send them, whatever. It's still better than the plastic toothbrush. There's another video I will link below. I don't know if you guys even watch these links. They're worth it. I kind of hope you do. It's a really cute one, and it's called Brush with Bamboo. It's a company. And I showed the video to my class, and I showed it to Poochie last night. But I've never really thought about toothbrushes until this week. I don't know if you have. That every single freaking toothbrush you've ever used, if it was plastic, is still out there right now, floating around somewhere. It has plant-based nylon bristles made in the USA. All other parts may be made responsibly in China, okay? This product is verified non-toxic, BPA-free, and gluten-free. I think that's cool. How to dispose of your toothbrush responsibly. The bamboo handle and paper box are compostable in green waste bin or upcycle. Plant-based wrapper is compostable in commercial facilities only, and they give you some numbers and letters to look up. Appropriate facilities may not exist in your city, so check findacomposter.com. Plant-based nylon bristles are made from 62% castor bean oil. They are not compostable, but they can be recycled. Break off the bristle head, remove the bristles with pliers, ask your local recycling facility about the best way to recycle the bristles. So even though, you know, naysayers can be like, well, see, the bristles, blah, blah, blah. The bristles, if that's all that isn't getting recycled well, it's better than the whole entire toothbrush. These bristles are really soft, and they do a very good job. The first day you use it, it feels a little weird with the wood, but it's so sanded, so smooth, you get used to it in about one day. These are the refill blades for my razor, and they all fit. They're individually wrapped in paper, almost like pieces of gum, which can be recycled or composted, and then the blade is inside there. So much better than all those plastic disposable things, in spite of the blood. This is for the ladies, so gentlemen, you may want to look away for a moment. I only bought one of these because I'm not sure how much I'm going to like it, but I've used a menstrual cup for a couple years now, but sometimes you still want a liner of some sort. This is thicker than what I'm used to, but that's okay. This is a reusable this is really personal. This is for the thongs, because we don't do VPLs up in here. Visible panty lines. But it snaps, and it just wraps around, and shazam. Have not tried it yet, but the thing is I use cloth diapers with Poochie. And so I'm not afraid of having to launder things. I know how you do it, how you kind of let stuff soak in cold water for a while, and it's really, really, really not a big deal. Here are some new ideas. Take containers with you when you go out to eat for leftovers. I forgot to do that last night. Poochie and I met up with my new gentleman, sweet person. I need to come up with a nickname for him. My new boo, and I forgot to bring my reusable container, and I was determined not to take home my leftovers because I don't want to bring it home in plastic or styrofoam or even paper, cardboard. So he wasn't hungry anyway, so I just shared mine with him, and I don't use straws when I'm there. Poochie did. He used a straw before I could remind him. I did not have him use the little 2 crayons and the little crappy coloring sheet they give you. He loves to draw, so we brought his sketch notebook with us, and he drew a little kick-ass dragon for us while we waited. We didn't have to waste that stuff that, all that stuff adds up. So bringing containers with you, some kind of reusable container when you go out to eat, you could even keep it in the car. in case you don't need it. Some of them take your food away to go box it for you. Don't have them do that. Pull out your own container while you're sitting there and just go ahead and put it in the container, because I don't think the restaurants are going to take your container and go do that. I have heard, I think the Zero Waste book and some of the people I've seen on YouTube, they will say I'm allergic to plastic. Just a bold-faced lie, but so what? If you say that to most, like you have an allergy of any kind in restaurants, they're going to honor that. And they're not going to push crap on you. So that's cool. You can use that anywhere. You know, if you go out to a bar, they always have little plastic straws. Tell them, you know, those little stir things. Say no thanks, I don't want one of those. If you are a Starbucks or any other coffee house kind of person, please bring your own cup, maybe your own sweetener. I don't pay money for individual cups of coffee because I can make a whole pot for less money than a cup. Another new idea that is recommended to be a little greener is try not to buy new clothing. Go check out your thrift stores. And can I just say, oh my gosh, this shirt I'm wearing right now, I'm going to show it to you. I just got it last week at a thrift shop. I think I got it for $6. It is magnificent. Okay, check this out. So it's got these laced, okay? Anything that has these kinds of sleeves, come home with me. And it's black, which is my favorite color. So let's try this again. Wish you could see it better. It fits perfectly. Can you see? I don't know. I'm wearing my pajama pants with it because I'm not actually going to wear this today. I wore it last night when we went out to eat, but I put it on today so you can see it. But y'all, that is amazing. Look at that. It's so cute. It's so cute. I'm in the dark over here so you can't see. Okay. And my boo thought it was sexy too. So $6. Amazing shirt. I love it. By the way, I looked up the brand if you're curious. It's a brand I haven't heard of. I think I wrote it down. Where is it? Cover Stitched. And it was made in Mexico. Cover Stitched. So I don't know. I should look it up and see what that stuff is worth. Because I love it when I buy stuff at the thrift shop and then I'll look up how much it really was. It makes me excited. But yeah, I know it's weird at first if you grew up in a home, you know, middle class, upper middle class, I don't know, where your mother, like my mother, would have not set foot in a thrift shop. Not because she's such a snob, but because that's not how they grew up. And it would have felt like to her gross, you know? And that's just how she grew up. I mean, the parents of the 80s were very up in the capitalistic consumerism, if you don't already know that. And so things were different then. And I don't blame them. But I have discovered thrift stores are gold mines because you have this shirt. I can't go get another one. This just happened to be there. And it's my perfect size. And I was just so excited. But like I can go back tomorrow. This won't be there. There won't be another one of these in another color. So I love the fact that, you know, you buy it that day and it's like a little treasure. Okay, so the other two things I wanted to say is I have a lot of makeup to use and I'm going to use up the stuff I have, but I then want to try making my own makeup, at least some of it. There are tutorials for that. There is another cute YouTuber out there. I'm so sorry I didn't write down their names, but again, I'll link them. And she was showing how to make your own blush out of beets and like dehydrating them and then powdering them up. And I think she even used a mortar and pestle, which was kind of cool because it wasn't a witchy video. And I know that's not a witchy tool only, that lots of people use them, but still, anytime I see one, I'm like, I love it. And making your own stuff, turmeric, if you've ever used turmeric, that stuff stains like crazy, but you can use it and mix it with powder. People use cornstarch, they use arrowroot. Arrowroot has magical properties. Anyway, so I already had arrowroot in my house, but then that's one of the ingredients in the deodorant, and I just thought that was awesome. You can use cocoa powder that make bronzer out of that. I just think it's amazing, and I can't wait to try some of that. I'm not doing it yet because I got a lot of junk in there. I buy a lot of like e.l.f. brand from Target, you know, like inexpensive stuff, but I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to use it. So after I do that, that'll probably be next year. Who knows by the time I use all that stuff up. Maybe next year I can try. The author of the book I've already mentioned, she has recipes on how to make your own mascara. That seems a little challenging. And I saw, I think eyeliner was made on a tutorial where they literally took raw almonds, pulled the outer skin part off of them. Obviously not the shell, that's already off, but that brown part like on almonds, pull that off, and then cook it on a stove, and like you chop them up and you cook them until they're black. And then you powder that up and it will make eyeliner. Now, if you have an allergy, obviously don't do that, but not everybody has an allergy to almonds. One of my kids does, so I know it's a thing, but you can make your eyeliner or just really dark. I don't know if I would do mascara. I will probably not try mascara because that just is getting a little crazy. But who knows? You can also go, if you're blessed with thick lashes, you can go get your eyelashes dyed in a salon type place, and it lasts for about 3 months. I've done that in the summer before. Who knows what packaging is there, though? I mean, you're not really saving it if someone else has the packaging, right? I think that was going to be my last thing, except for today I'm going to hit Whole Foods. I'm going to take in some jars. I'm going to take in, I've even heard take in a pillowcase. Like I found an old clean pillowcase to go to the bakery and get fresh bread instead of your plastic bread all the time. We eat sandwiches constantly. I used to make my own homemade bread, which I could do that again. It's a time-consuming process. If you do the whole yeast, let it rise, punch it down, let it rise, punch it down. It's an all-day thing, and I don't like all-day things anymore. But I'm going to try shopping a little bit today and seeing what I can find that's a greener option. I want to find soap nuts for the laundry. I want to find a wool ball or two for the dryer. I was already using greener materials, but they come in plastic, so that defeats the purpose. The thing I eat the most right now that I need to replace is burritos. I eat frozen burritos. I love, 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 love. Is it Amy's? I forgot the name of it. I eat a burrito every single day of the year, and it comes in a plastic container, or a little plastic wrapper, and I always recycle those, quote unquote. I take them to a plastic recycle place, but how hard can it be to make your own? I don't think it could be that hard. I'm going to see if I can buy tortillas, hopefully not in plastic, and scramble up some eggs and maybe cook up a little bit of sausage, and because that's what mine has in it. And I'm going to try to roll my own burritos and freeze them so it's exactly the same as it's been, because how it works is every morning right before I leave for work, I pop one of them in the microwave and eat it in the car. I'm going to try to make that. I'm going to try to make my own spaghetti sauce, which cannot be hard at all. I already have about 1 million of these, so I can put spaghetti sauce in these containers. Poochie eats a Cliff Bar every day, one of the kid brownie ones, and I have to find a replacement for that. It can't be that hard either to find some kind of homemade cereal bar that I can just cut up and give him one of those. If I did that, those are our 3 biggest wastes that we use on a daily basis and that we could cut out. If I cut out those, that would be significant. I'm excited about this. This is so my jam. It's not even Earth Day yet. I always put out a real long Earth Day video every year, and I'm sure I'll do it again, but I've already shared almost everything. I didn't share the bidet yet, but anyway. Thank you for watching. I would love to hear if you do any of these practices, or especially if you hear something today that makes you maybe try something new. I would love more than anything in the world if everybody I knew said, you know, I'm not going to buy any more water bottles or plastic soda bottles or accept any more plastic bags from a store ever. When they accidentally put my stuff in a plastic bag, I take it out and say, oh, I don't want any plastic, I have a bag. And then I always say, please reuse that, because sometimes they literally will throw that bag away. because your stuff touched it for a second. That's so stupid. So I don't let them do that. I'm very comfortable saying, no, keep it. I don't want to waste. I don't want to use plastic. And they do. They use, so I would love to hear if you try any of that and make some kind of permanent change. Every little bit helps. Cut out your plastic, cut out your paper. I'm going to be cutting up some sheets and making tissues because up till now I still bought Kleenex or tissues, and I'm going to cut that out because I'm not afraid to wash a snotty rag. Yay! Okay, thanks for watching. Love you. Take care. Peace.